tinctures, which are amazing. But if you're new to this, you probably want to start with the greenhouse blend because it's less spicy than these tinctures. These are like for tincture connoisseurs, baby, for hemp connoisseurs. Any THC in it. So yes, because our ladies are full spectrum, there is a trace amount, a negligible, tiny little amount of Delta 9 THC, and that is below 0.3%, which is the federally legal limit of Delta 9. So that's how we're able to ship to all 50 states. Oh, that's another thing. We can ship to all 50 states, but you probably just want to double check with your region or state's guidelines and regulations because it is a fledgling industry, so everything is kind of ebbing and flowing right now. So while we can ship to you, you just want to double check that your region allows those goodies to be shipped. What was I saying? Oh, so there is a trace amount of THC, but there isn't enough to create that high or psychoactive sensation. Instead, it's a really, really great kind of blend, I would say. Sorry. Sometimes I'll be talking and then like the music gets in my head and I'm vibing in my head to the music and then I forget what I'm saying. So you'll notice sometimes I'll have to turn down the music as I'm talking because I can't focus sometimes. But it helps, being a full spectrum product, it helps with something called the entourage effect, which is a theory that the full spectrum, so the full panel of the cannabinoids, flavonoids, and terpenes of that hemp plant actually work together better than just the isolated compound of simply CBD. T1 for energy, hands down. Yes, baby. Does your products give me that happy feeling like weed does? Oh, absolutely. But if you associate happiness with a high sensation, then these don't create a high sensation. For me, I don't associate happiness with being high from like a high THC plant. Not a fan because I like to be able to vibe during the day, especially at work. I want to feel the happiness, but I want to be able to focus at work. So that's why I love these ladies, because I'm able to feel my anxiety melt away without that like super high, sometimes paranoid sense. Woohoo, hey baby, my mama's on here. Hi, mommy. Hey, mommy, someone wants to know if anything helps with libido. I don't think I can say what my mom said before about that. She says Harley Cat's good, though. I'll give the G version. She really likes Harley Cat. Quick explanation of cannabinoid terpenes and such. Absolutely, baby. Yes, absolutely. So, the hemp plant contains different compounds, and like there's kind of three categories of the compounds: flavonoids, cannabinoids, and terpenes. The cannabinoids are things like CBD, THC, THCV, CBDA, CBG. There's a whole lot of letters. And basically that's kind of like what makes up the plant in that category. But then terpenes are different from cannabinoids but have their own health benefits. I have to be so careful. So we can't diagnose or prescribe. Gotta say that. FDA, if you're watching, I'm not diagnosing or prescribing. But cannabinoids have their own, like each cannabinoid is good for its own thing, and then they all kind of work together. And then terpenes are also found in plants that aren't just hemp. So terpenes can be found in oranges, lavender, lemons. They're plant terpenes, but they're also found in the hemp plant, and that's what gives the hemp plant its specific scent. So that's what will make all of the strain-specific tinctures have a little bit of a different scent and a little bit of a different flavor. Because the terpene profile is a little different. But terpenes also have their own benefits. The FDA watching this. That was awesome. I'm the same. I do not like the THC feeling, but I believe the plant is so magical. Yes, baby. Can you talk about what each strain of tincture is best for? Yes, well, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. But I can kind of give like a good, I think the best guide. Well, maybe on the website. On the website right now, the drop-down menu just has the strains of the different strain-specific tinctures, but maybe we should write indica, sativa, or hybrid beside those, because that's what helps me best decide. So the best way for not only the tinctures, but also flower, for our vapes, for our pre-rolls, the best way to kind of figure out exactly, for me at least, to figure out exactly what strain I want is to determine what like category I'm thinking of. So we have indica, hybrid, and sativa leaning products and plants. So the indica is a good way to remember that is indicouch. They're very chill, and so you'll find on our labels those indica products are going to be blue labels, and they're going to say chill. Look, I'm a beauty guru, mom. So the chills are really good for me if I'm having severe anxiety, need to get really good sleep, or just really just need to relax. Like something is consuming me, my chest is heavy. Any of our indica leaning babes, so this is Harley Cat, for example. Cherry Mom is another really good one. And those are all labeled with a blue chill label. So Harley Cat, Cherry Mom, Cherry Uno, Super Haze, any of those blue labels I kind of really like for anxiety, sleep, severe pain or inflammation even. And then the next step, number 3, was the hybrid. That's a mix between a sativa and an indica, and this is all based on how the plant grows, so it's, quite natural. But a hybrid is a mix of an indica and sativa, and they're really great for kind of balancing using day or night. So I love, we have Cherry Blossom, T1, Abacus, and those labels are blue to orange. They have a blue to orange because it's a hybrid, and they're labeled balance. So we have our blue labels, and then our blue to orange labels, and then finally we have our orange labels, and those are our sativas. Those are our invigorating strains. And so we went from, just a recap, we went from blue chill labels, which are indica, so really great for anxiety. Can't diagnose or prescribe, but I love them for severe anxiety, pain, really highly stressed. If my brain is running and I can't make it stop, I love any of those babes. Then we went to a hybrid, and the hybrid is a mix between sativa and indica, super great for balancing. And then now we are on the orange label, which is a sativa, and they're super invigorating. So I'll use those if I need a spark in creativity, if I need energy, focus. There's one other thing that I noticed it was really good for. I can't remember. But that I use the sativas for. And all of the ladies have a common denominator of anxiety relief and anti-inflammatory because CBD is patented as an anti-inflammatory. I'm ordering now. Yes, baby. All right, fam. The tour day Q&A on this stop is wrapping up. Let's answer one more question. How do you use tincture? Oh, that's a good question to end on. But then we're hopping over to App Standards Instagram, and we'll pick it right back up over there to answer more questions. But we've been doing the tour day Q&A because I'm able to see more of your questions and answer more of them. So how to use tincture. Should I show you? Let me show you. And then while I'm switching from this platform to App Standard, I'll be able to absorb it. I'll absorb the tincture. Okay, so let me find Hawaiian Haze. I'm going to use Hawaiian Haze. Tincture is used sublingually. Where is Hawaiian Haze? Here it is. So you drop it under your tongue, and you hold it there and then swallow it. So by holding it under the tongue, it absorbs into your sublingual artery. And then while I'm here, might as well answer one more question. I just love answering questions. So vape versus tincture, what's better? If I need something for severe pain, severe anxiety, I'm going to use a vape because it's more bioavailable. So it's more instantaneous and effective because it's combusted, so you're actually pulling it into your lungs. So it's super immediate, super effective, super instantaneous. So the vapies are great for that. But then the tincture I use every single day. I use every single night, and then sometimes in the morning if I'm severely anxious. I've been using our greenhouse blend. But now we have our strain-specific tinctures. They just launched yesterday, and so these are really great, especially if you need a discreet way to use a specific strain that you can't necessarily smoke up at work or, light up your vape or rolly. So, all right. And then for sleep, I love any of our indica-leaning babes or hybrids. So all of our droppers are graduated, so they have 0.5 to 1 mil on it. And I'm going to take just a little less than a quarter dropper. The original question was how to use tincture. So 750 milligrams in this whole bottle. I'm going to take a quarter dropper, a little less than a quarter dropper, and then I'm going to drop it under my tongue and hold it there. I'm probably going to swallow it a lot quicker than I typically do because I typically just hold it there till I forget, and then I swallow it. So then it goes through your digestive tract too, so you're kind of doubling down on the goodness. This is Hawaiian Haze. Oh my goodness. She smells just like the plant. These are very hempy. So these are our strain-specific tinctures, and they're for like the tincture connoisseur. And then we do have ladies who will use them while pregnant. It can just kind of vary from person to person, and we definitely suggest double checking with your physician. And then I just drop it under my tongue, and I hold it there. But I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye, because when I drop it under my tongue, I'm going to go ahead and end this, and then I'm going to hop on over to App Standard. So I'll be over on App Standard in about 1 minute or so, and then we'll pick right back up where we left off, baby. Here we go. All right. I will see you guys